The Durham report.
Yeah, it's finally confirmed.
We've been
We've been knowing
vindicated.
this shit. We've been knowing this shit for a long ass time, bro. They never had real evidence, and we knew that. We seen through all that bullshit. It's crazy, bro. And like, if you were woke, you had to support that, right? You had to support
till
it.
this day, bro.
To
Till
this
this
day.
day.
Yeah.
Like even like people justify like the U.S. support on the Russia-Ukraine war, and like their support is for Ukraine. They view Russia as a bad country, evil country, Putin as fucking a dictator. You know, the biggest force in the financial market is going to be the Federal Reserve.
Right.
The Federal Reserve is not going to let the U.S. government default.
Right.
You know, it's going to print more money.
True. I guess what's different this time is that, or maybe it's the same, JP Morgan is just buying all these huge banks and assets, bro.
Well, yeah.
For dirt cheap.
I think they're going to consolidate.
Bro, they're going to get so... It's like the pandemic, bro.
That's what happens. Yeah, it's going to continue.
They're going to become even bigger and bigger, bro.
Yep.
They're going to have so many more assets. They're going to be monopolies more than they already are. That shit crazy.
But,
and the government is letting them, bro. Like, hey, yo, we need the bank to get bailed out. Come take it over. We got this great deal for you. Super cheap, you know?
None of the either parties care about like the debt or the debt ceiling or inflation. Like they're gonna continue to print money, you know? Like that doesn't make sense when you're giving like Ukraine $130 billion, bro, in aid. Doesn't make sense when we have like $800 billion military defense fucking bill every year, you know?
Well, it's like what Julian Assange said about Afghanistan, bro. It's a way for them to just funnel money to these weapon contractors. It's billions of taxpayer money that's eventually going to get repaid, which is something I didn't know, bro. I thought we were just giving away this money, but actually it ends up turning into debt.
Well, yeah, bro, they're just printing all this money.
No, but the Ukraine is going to eventually have to pay it back. You know?
Well, are they really going to pay it back? Or the United States, let's say Ukraine is victorious, or let's just say the war in Ukraine just stays like in a standstill. The way they're going to pay is not with money, is with military bases, the extraction of natural resources, fucking austerity, fucking measures, you know, that's how they pay back. They're not going to be able to pay this. They're like one of the poorest countries in Europe, bro, like the most corrupt. And like that money that the United States is giving Ukraine is going back to like defense companies. So Ukraine is using that money to buy weapons. And that's what they're doing. So like
it's like
we're not gonna see that money back, bro.
You heard of Halliburton?
Yep.
I didn't know too much about it, but it was somewhat like, who owned it? It was somebody, Dick Cheney, or
no? He was the president.
It was George Bush.
He was the CEO of Halliburton.
Who was?
Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney was CEO of Halliburton.
That was before he became vice president.
But he still owned the company, or supposedly he gave it up?
Well,
sure, he had to give it up, right?
He was still president. He was CEO of the company when George Bush.
He gave it to his kids, like Trump, or what?
No, it was not his. He was just a CEO.
Yeah, true, right.
But like he did get like a big, like going out package when he left CEO. Obviously,
before it's a revolving door.
Exactly, because before he became CEO, he was he served as Secretary of like Defense or something like that under his dad, under George Bush's dad. And then even before that, he was like on Ronald Reagan's administration or Gerald. Like that fool's been in politics, you know.
It's crazy how like government propaganda, it starts to become like marketable for private companies. Like they use that to their advantage, and they probably like sell more because of that shit, bro. Saying that they're on the Ukrainian side and shit like that, promoting it, the propaganda. They're probably getting paid off that shit. Just like Trump with the media companies, you know? Yeah, they were against him, but they fucking making all this money.
Cambridge Analytica?
Yeah, some wild shit.
Isn't that company basically like they were promoting Trump and like Trump like viewpoints throughout the internet. Wasn't that like what were they doing?
They were promoting,
And Facebook knew
yeah.
about it, and supposedly Facebook was against censoring like misinformation, but they were letting this company.
They were using the data, bro, and target marketing people. But yeah, I think either they were the first or Obama was the first, because I've heard that Obama used Facebook too in the beginning.
You see, but I feel like in Obama's case, I feel like the leadership of the organization was with him. You know, they were like openly supporting him. And you have maybe companies like Facebook now that even though they were saying they oppose Trump, they still let like misinformation happen because that what makes money.
Yeah.
So even though the leadership might be against Trump or figure like Trump, as long as he's making money, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, they were like the drain the swamp, bro. They knew that shit was like that shit was catchy to people, so they promoted that shit. You know, they were testing this shit out beforehand, and it's just marketing, bro, with people using people's data. But imagine this: this is the new Cambridge Analytica with AI. Imagine what that could do.
That shit is harmful, bro, because people can barely like distinguish like fake posts versus real posts. Imagine actual media, right? Something that is generated, and people will be like, "God damn!" Like, bro, I'm sure, like, you know those AI when they got Joe Biden like saying some racist shit or like some like crazy shit, like, like I'm pretty sure if you show that to an older adult, they're gonna be goddamn like, is that really Joe Biden saying that? You know?
Right. They're not gonna know. They don't even know what AI is. They don't even know social media.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure if I show my mom, look, mom, this is what Joe Biden is saying, like she'll be like, what?
Yeah,
because it sounds like him.
Like people that don't know technology like that, like they're easily what's the word? Impressionable, right? Yeah, that's gonna be crazy too.